Alright, hello there everyone. Welcome to my prediction video for the 2023 edition of SummerSlam. So the pay-per-view will be happening later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, streaming exclusively on Peacock in the United States and WWE Network everywhere else. So we're now going to get into how I think this is going to end up. Now, according to the Wikipedia page, we currently have 8 matches on the card. And I think we're going to go into the Slim Jim Summer Battle Royal first. Now, we have 25 men competing in this match. Now, the way things look right now, we know LA Knight, Sheamus, Tommaso Ciampa, Shinsuke Nakamura, Otis and Chad Gable are in this match. Karrion Kross, Grayson Waller, Santos Escobar, Matt Riddle, AJ Styles, and The Miz. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to give the win here to LA Knight. And I'm only saying that because I've been having back and forth with a friend of mine in Staten Island who loves professional wrestling, and he agrees with me. It's time to give LA his push. If not, when, then whenever is it going to happen? You know, at what point, and he agrees with me, it's time that Austin Theory takes on LA Knight for the United States Championship. Now, we know Theory may enter this match. So things might get a little bit interesting here. I could see Theory going into the match. Even though he's not announced. But he can go in. I could see things going in a very positive direction here. So, therefore, your winner will be LA Knight, thus setting up a feud with Austin Theory for the United States Championship. That's the way I see it going down here. Okay, now we're going to move on to next match here. We got Ronda Rousey taking on her former best friend, Shayna Baszler. And as a car is going by my house, let's get into what led up to this match, the way things are going. So, if you don't remember what happened at Money in the Bank a couple weeks ago, it was Ronda and Shayna defending the Women's Tag Team Championships against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. And what happened was Ronda just turned on Shayna. No, we obviously know Ronda wants to step out of the limelight in real life. She wants nothing to do with WWE right now. So, the way I'm going to see this match going down, I think it's going to be Shayna Baszler. I don't know what's the point of this, other than maybe giving Ronda a loss. Because we all remember what happened the last time Ronda lost. She never came back. And supposedly she did. So, Shayna wins. I don't know what goes on from here. Let's just leave it as that. Okay, next up we have YouTube Creator Guild member Logan Paul taking on Ricochet. Now, I have to acknowledge that Logan is in the YouTube Creators Guild. Don't ask why. And yes, Jake Paul is actually scheduled to have a boxing match later tonight. So, isn't it funny enough that we're going to be keeping an eye on what the Paul brothers are doing? So anyhow, Logan's taking on Ricochet, and this has been a good build-up. I've loved how, Ricochet has had enough of Logan, and I get it. I get why they did this. And I see Ricochet winning here because I think what they're doing down the line is maybe pushing Ricochet on Raw. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the way I see things going. There you have it. Ricochet wins. Next up, we have Gunther taking on Drew McIntyre. Alright, so as I get another SVR alert, don't ask why. Back to topic here. Gunther taking on Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, this has also been something that's been building up since after Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre returned in London a couple of weeks ago, and I'm glad Drew came back, because at what point does somebody have to stop Gunther? How long has he been champion? I've literally lost how many days he's been the champ. It's getting ridiculous. Somebody has to stop him. Why not Drew? So I'm going to go with the theory that your winner, and with the Claymore, 3, 2, 1, your new Intercontinental Champion is going to be Drew McIntyre. Thus, the long reign of Gunther finally ends. Okay, next up, we're going to have the WWE Women's Championship. We have Asuka taking on Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair. Guys, I'm going to play spoiler here. I think Io Sky's going to cash in. You know how? There's going to be a point in the match where all the three women are just tired. They've done the battle. They're all laying in the middle of the floor. Io's going to cash in. And what's going to happen here is Io pins someone. So I'll have to assume she pins Bianca Belair, out of all people. And thus, I think we set up a fatal four-way coming up at the next pay-per-view. So, call me crazy, but I think Io Sky cashes in, and she will be the new champion. So I'll just leave that theory to everyone. If anybody else wants to disagree or agree with me here. Now, another theory I'm going to go with here. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. I hate to say it, guys, but I think Finn Balor's finally going to get his revenge. You know, he's been waiting for this moment for a very long time. And the way I see things going here, I just think that, you know, Judgment Day's been such on a roll lately. Look at Dominic Mysterio. He went to NXT and became the North American champion. What? I mean, you got Rhea representing Raw. Okay? You got Rhea on that side of the TV spectrum with her belt. Alright? She's champion over there. You got Damian Priest as Mr. Money in the Bank right now. You know, the reason why we tune in on Mondays is to see what Judgment Day is going to do. We're all curious what they're going to do. And I think right now is the time to put the belt on Vin. This is his time. And I think showing how strong the Judgment Day has been. And I know people say, oh, Seth Rollins deserves to be champion. Well, you got to understand, this is now. This has to be now. If not now, then when? Because Finn's been waiting for this long moment now for 7 long years. I understand it was a very unfortunate incident that happened back in 2016. Alright, heck, I even called... Well, then again, didn't I predict that Seth was going to win? I thought Triple H was going to help him again. I don't know, some crazy theory back in the day in 2016, but... Now this is a different circumstance where Finn Balor is in a group that's strong right now. So therefore your winner and the new champion is going to be Finn Balor. And if Seth's still the champion, then I don't know what to say here. I like Seth. Seth's been the man. But at what point do you realize you got to keep this Judgment Day storyline continuing? It's still strong right now. You gotta roll with it. The fans are invested. I've been invested into it, and at the end of the day, you gotta let Finn become champ, because something is clearly wrong with WWE's creative if they don't put the belt on Finn. Now, does it lead to Damian and Finn fighting, and Damian cashes in? I don't know. I mean, that could be after SummerSlam, but not this pay-per-view, no. I don't think... unless, Damian cashes in, both men are down, I don't know. Becomes a triple threat. I'm sorry. I just don't see it happening. I just see Finn being on top of the world for a while and then going from there. Now, keep in mind, before I get to this match, I want to mention Damian Priest necessarily doesn't have to cash in on Roman Reigns or on, let's say, Finn Balor. In theory, Damian Priest can cash in for the NXT Championship. He can cash in for the Intercontinental Championship. And he can cash in for the United States Championship. Because remember, Austin Theory won back the United States Championship by cashing in Money in the Bank. So any championship is up for grabs if Damian wants to go for it. Alright. This is where Cody Rhodes finishes the story, taking on Brock Lesnar. And it's being reported by multiple sources that Minneapolis is likely going to be where WrestleMania 41 takes place. And it's being rumored that Brock Lesnar wants to have his last match in Minneapolis, which is understandable. He's old. Look how old he looks in this picture. But in terms of this storyline, Cody's going to finish the story. This is getting to be enough. Come on, Cody. Just win and defeat Brock. That's all we're asking here. You're doing a job that everybody wants you to see. It's time to knock down the beast. This is where Brock Lesnar's playground of SummerSlam ends for him. Because remember, Brock has a very successful winning record at SummerSlam pay-per-views. This is where Brock Lesnar made himself a household name. Began at SummerSlam 2002, defeating The Rock at Nassau Coliseum. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end it. Cody Rhodes finishes story and defeats Brock Lesnar. And last but not least, we have Tribal Combat, aka No Holds Barred. We're going to have Roman Reigns taking on Jey Uso, not only for the undisputed Universal title here, but the title of the Tribal Chief. Now, I know, it's crazy to think that we have gotten to this point. Sami Zayn was the one that predicted the bloodline was going to fall eventually. He correctly predicted it, and now this is where it crumbles. But this is where I see things going right for Roman here. And just because I still have this expectation, he's going to be champion heading into WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. Is it against Cody Rhodes? Is it against The Rock? I don't know right now. I'm not going to say who Roman's going to face. But what I am going to say for now is Roman has to win here. Because you can't just put the belt on Jey Uso. You can't just have Jey saying that he's the tribal chief and all this and all that. And, look, we all like Jey. We all do. Let's all admit that right now. But being realistic here, you gotta keep the fans interested with Roman going into WrestleMania in April. I know it's only early August, guys, but it's going to be April just like that. We're already going to be talking about WrestleMania 40. I'll be doing a video talking about how we got to this point and this and that. Oh, by the way, guys, if Roman does win, which I am going to quickly predict that he will. Keep in mind, guys, Roman's only a few weeks away if he retains here, which he should. I'm going to predict he does. It's going to be brutal. It's going to end up being ugly. It's probably going to go all over 4 Field for all we know. The way I look at it, in a couple weeks' time, Roman Reigns is going to mark 3 years since he won the championship in the Thunderdome. So, Roman retains. I'm sorry to say it, but I have to say it. I don't see Jay winning. And if Jay wins, I will be completely surprised. I know, I want to see somebody defeat Roman, but come on, it has to be at WrestleMania. If it's another Cody Rhodes match, then let Cody finish the story in Philadelphia next year. That's all I'm saying, unless does The Rock somehow take a break from acting, because we don't know how long the SAG-AFTRA strike's going to last. We know Dwayne Johnson is a member of the SAG-AFTRA, even though he has not been on the picket yet, which he should. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now, guys. I think that's when we wrap up my SummerSlam predictions. And you know what? At the end of the day, that's how things end up here. And you know what? You got to let Roman go into WrestleMania 40 as champ. And I'm quickly going to recap it here. You got to let Finn win. All I'm going to say to wrap up this video. And if Balor doesn't win, then what are we doing here? As my neighbor's kids are playing outside now. Whatever, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. Enjoy the pay-per-view. Again, you want to watch it, Peacock Premium. Just keep in mind, they just raised the price from $4.99 a month to $5.99 a month, which inflation's inflation. And remember, elsewhere outside of the United States, it'll be available on the WWE Network. So 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. So it will be 8 p.m. Eastern when we start at Ford Field in Detroit later tonight. So hope everyone enjoys it. And my next WWE prediction video will be Labor Day weekend, because we actually have an event scheduled, I think, on Labor Day weekend, if I'm correct. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching.